is now we're going to go into factor. So ladies and gentlemen, what I explained to you guys last class period is, so when you guys can factor something, you're going to want to factor it to find the zeros, right? When it's already factored to find the zeros, you just apply the zero product property. But now what I'm doing is I'm giving you now a factor of it. So we need to find the other factors. So to do that, Lizzie, what we simply need to do is to divide our factor into it to find the other factors. And if you guys notice, our factor here is a linear binomial. So what we do is we rewrite our factor. So what we want to do when using synthetic division, we don't want to use the factor. We want to use the 0. So what we do is we set our factor equal to 0 to solve. So x equals -5. Now I set up synthetic division. 1, 3, -13, and -15. Does everybody remember that, Shane? Yes. Remember I set it up? Did you set it up? Yeah. Good. OK, so let's see what happens. So if you guys remember, last class period, the 1 goes down. Right? You bring down the first term. Then you multiply diagonal, add vertical. 1 times -5 gives you -5. Then you add vertical. 3 plus -5 is -2. 3 plus, you're adding. Just make sure you add vertically. -2 times -5 is now a +10. -3 plus +10 is a -3.
Wait, it's a 13. It's 13. When you talking about -3, that says -13.
-13 plus 10.
You said -3.
Sorry, I meant the answer was -13 plus 10 is going to be a -3. -3 times -5 is a +15. And then that goes to a 0. So therefore, we now have found the next factor. But how do we write the factor? Remember, the first thing is remainder, constant, linear, quadratic. So therefore, it's x squared minus 2x minus 3. That is our other factor. So if that's a factor, if we go from a factor and we want to find the zeros, what do you set your factors to find the zeros?
0.
You set it equal to 0. Right? So then we take our answer, which is our other factor. This is a factor. We found the 0. Here's the other factor. Found the 0. Can we find the zeros given this equation? Well, we have to factor it, right? So let's try to see if we can factor it. And if it's not factorable, can we still solve this? We could use the quadratic formula. So anyways, let's go and see. Is this factorable? Two numbers multiply, give you -3, add, give you -1, which is? Now, you set them both equal to 0. X equals 3, x equals -1. Now we just found all the zeros. Wow, Ms. McLogan.